Hey guys, with the summer break just around the corner and a bunch of really interesting game jams happening pretty soon, I thought I'd go over my top 10 tips not to fail during a game jam. But before we start, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I aim to post videos every week, so hit the notification bell to stay updated whenever I do. Number 10. Don't fail to start. Now I don't mean stay up until 2 AM for the theme announcement and then do an all-nighter. What I mean is, if it's a week-long jam, start on day 1 and not on day 5, and you're more likely to actually have something ready to submit to the jam. Number 9. Don't fail to come up with unique and interesting ideas. The first idea you have after hearing the theme might be the best choice. Then again, there's a high chance that a lot of other people will also be going with the same idea. So do some brainstorming and come up with a bunch of ideas, and if the first one still sounds the best, go with it. Otherwise, explore more unique ideas that will help your game stand out against the crowd. Number 8. Don't fail by overscoping. Now, time's a factor, and you have a limited amount of time to make something reasonably polished if you want to rate highly in the jam. So make something small and simple, then polish it thoroughly, making sure to playtest often and eliminate as many bugs as you can. Now, the game could look and sound amazing, but if it's unplayable, I'm pretty sure it'll have an impact on the rating. Number 7. Don't fail by playing it safe. I know it's easier to do what you're familiar with than to learn something new or try something different, but don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone and try something new. I personally try to learn or do something different with each jam, whether it's making a different genre I've never tried before or trying 3D game development for the first time. You never know what you like and what you don't like until you try. Number 6. Don't fail to add sounds and music. Now, a big part of video games is sound and music, and quite often I play jam games that are missing one or both. Now, imagine playing your favorite video game, but with the sound turned off. It's not the same, and I'm sure the players would appreciate some audio feedback in the game and a melody in the background to make the experience a bit more memorable. Number 5. Don't fail to give clear instructions. As the developer of the game, you'll know how the control works and how to reach the objectives, because you made the game. But players may not always know what buttons to press or what to do to clear the game. So make sure to add in clear instructions on the controls either in-game or at least on the game site, and what the objective of the game is to avoid frustrating players that will be rating the game. Number 4. Don't fail by sacrificing sleep. I've been a big culprit of this, but avoiding sleep to make up for development time isn't the best solution. And planning breaks and maintaining a reasonable sleep cycle will not only make sure your brain is fresh whenever you work on your game, but will also avoid unnecessary bugs sneaking into your game due to the lack of sleep. I've actually had experiences where I'll bash my head against the problem for hours that I can't seem to solve, but after getting some sleep, the problems always seem to be so much simpler to solve. Number 3. Don't fail by taking too much caffeine. Now, I know caffeine is a big part of any developer's life, but overdoing it more than usual will not only affect your sleep, but you'll get a lot of highs and lows, and you want to keep the developing process pretty consistent. Also, I'm pretty sure it's not very healthy to go overboard with caffeine. Number 2. Don't fail to collaborate. If you're more interested in programming than making art, see if there's any artists that want to collaborate on the jam. Or if you're terrible at making music, like I am, see if there's any musicians out there. Game jams are generally pretty short, and adding in idea sessions and catch-ups may seem stressful, but remember, the more people involved, the less workload each of you will have. And also, it's a lot more fun when you're jamming with people than by yourself. By the way, if you struggle to find potential collaborators, you're welcome to ask on my Discord. There's a bunch of great programmers, artists, and musicians there that might be able to help. Number 1. Don't fail by leaving enough time to submit. It's a good idea to leave at least 1 to 2 hours to build, upload, and test your game before the jam ends, in case there's issues with the build not running the way you intended, or the site crashes due to too many submissions and doesn't accept your upload. Also, you have plenty of time to spruce up the game site so it looks nice and attracts more people to play your game. Bonus tip. Don't fail to rate other games. Now, the developing process is pretty stressful at times, but once everything's done and the game's been submitted, all that's left to do is to play other people's games and just have fun. You'll also learn a lot just by playing other games from the same jam, and you can also give feedback to the devs and get valuable feedback on your own game to help you grow as a developer. So that was my top 10 tips not to fail during a game jam.